There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hello and happy Wednesday afternoon to you. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas. What a beautiful day we've had across the region. Started the day with some clouds, even a couple of raindrops in Fargo early in the morning hours, but boy, that sunshine has come out and it's going to stay out, meaning if you're at work right now, getting the opportunity to get home, take a late afternoon or evening walk, going to be perfect weather for that. Let's go ahead and show you our iCam right now. Just have what we've got for you. Again, as we look over at Fargo, right there at the fairgrounds, heading out to, or looking out, I should say, to our north and west. By the way, this weather update is brought to you by 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. So again, great sky out there. Take a look at our satellite radar. We'll show you our temperatures in just 1 second. Do you want to go ahead and jump back in here because we're going to talk about a First Alert weather day, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a great day, especially central, southern, eastern portions of the region. For the northern area, especially northeast North Dakota, it's going to get chilly by the afternoon with a much colder air mass moving into the region, precipitation to follow as we get to Thursday night and again on Friday morning. So let's go ahead and talk about that show we've got here. And again, tomorrow, another round of 60s, 70s for the better part of the region. Friday, rain, freezing rain, snow, and wind. There will be impacts possible to our travel, especially earlier in the day. I think ice might be a big problem in our northern areas. We'll take a look at that as well coming up here in just a second. In fact, that's where we're going to start because that is the thing that could cause the biggest implications, the biggest problems during those morning hours. So we're starting right at midnight Thursday night into Friday morning. Going to go ahead and move right through about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All these areas here you see shaded in the pink, that is where we have the potential for ice to cross the region. Now, temperature is getting colder pretty quick, so I do think the roads will have an opportunity to freeze at least a little bit as this ice comes down, accumulating only a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch, but that is enough to cause issues on the roadway. So Grand Forks almost spreading down to as far south as Fargo, up 29. So again, we're going to watch 29. We're going to watch northeast North Dakota, even portions of 94 heading from about Tower City through Jamestown and heading a little bit west of that. And as you can see, Roseau, Baudette, northwest Minnesota, not quite as far south projection to Bemidji, but again, we are going to see a good chunk of the region, certainly just about the entirety of the northern half of our region getting, or at least having that potential for some ice. Now, what about snowfall? Unfortunately, model not pulling up here. What we are going to see, though, in terms of snow, very light snow. We're not expecting any accumulation. The reason why, our temperatures, again, warm today, warm in most areas tomorrow, and the ground has been warm the last couple days, so should we see any snow at all, it's going to melt on contact. I do think we'll see a little snow, but as far as collecting, accumulating, I don't think that is going to be an issue. Let's go ahead, start at Thursday, so tomorrow 7 p.m. We start to see that mix of precipitation areas in pink there, that rain-snow mix, maybe a little freezing rain entering northeast North Dakota. By the time we get to midnight on Thursday, you see a little bit of that snow area shaded in blue there as well. Notice spreading from southwest to northeast across the region. 3 a.m. we're starting to see the potential, Grand Forks, even in Fargo, for a little bit of that mix, that icy mix out there. Meanwhile, snow coming in behind that mix, and you can see our wind. See these arrows? They are pointing to the south. So moving north to south, winds are going to be pretty gusty out there, really throughout the daytime hours. We get to 5 a.m., again, snow. We've got some ice potential there. So that's why we talk about early morning, through the morning commute, through about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. That's when we have, again, the time frame there that could be most problematic when dealing with those travel conditions with some of that ice. Again, snow is not expected to accumulate. However, I do think we'll see snow, at least across portions of the region. Now, here's the good news. 11 a.m., the system is already, for the most part, cleared out. Could see a few snowflakes in Lake of the Woods country. So it will be a quick enough mover. Some of the precipitation coming overnight, the remaining portion of precipitation moving through the region by about 8, 9, 10, 11 in the morning. Then we're in the clear. We go all the way to Saturday morning, skies starting to clear out. I think Saturday is going to feature a partly cloudy to even at times mostly sunny day. The later we get in the day, I think the more sunshine we're going to see. It is going to be chilly though on our Saturday. But let's take a look at our numbers right now. Pause for a second. Again, we've talked about Friday into early Saturday. Kind of a mess out there. Certainly much colder, but right now we're in good shape. 72s on the board. Jamestown, Oaks, Sisseton as well. 70, Fergus Falls, Fargo, almost there. 69, I think, next hour. I think we'll hit about 71, 72 degrees for that high today in Fargo. 67, Grand Forks. Everybody getting in on the warmer temperatures. It's not as if some areas getting shut out. Even these mid-50s, 57, Roseau, 56, Baudette. That is above average for this time of year. You've got the sunshine. It's feeling good. 65 degrees right now in Bemidji. 67 Park Rapids. Let's take a look at our forecast as we move through the evening overnight hours. Stopping here at 7 o'clock. Again, if you're working right now, you get home, you're going to have the opportunity this evening not just to get out for a walk, but our numbers are going to be great. Low 60s, mid 60s, upper 60s out there, even a 70 in Ellendale. And again, that's going to come under a mostly sunny sky. We're going to stop tomorrow morning around 4 o'clock. Could see a couple snowflakes, Langdon. We have a quick hitting system. Most of the impact is going to be north and west of our region, but can't rule out a snowflake or two in Langdon, maybe Rolla as well. Meanwhile, just about most of the rest of the area is going to be clear during those morning hours. 7 a.m. again, you can see the precipitation north of the region almost exclusively. Meanwhile, we're going to see numbers anywhere from upper 20s, in fact, even mid 20s Langdon, but again, mid upper 40s for the southern half of the region. Now, here's what we've got. We're going to stop at 3 o'clock tomorrow. A cold front moving through. It's going to start to have an impact northeast North Dakota, northwest Minnesota as early as mid-late morning. As we push through the day, that cold front will start to sweep through the region. Now, the reason I stopped at 3 o'clock here, I think that is the window when Fargo is going to hit the warmest temperature. So we're expecting a high of 73 sometime between 2 and 3 o'clock. You can see Lisbon 72, Detroit Lake 73, about a 78 Hankinson and Sisseton. Meanwhile, at that very same time, in Rolla, we're at 28, Langdon 31 as that cold air starts to pour into the region. So we've got a 50-degree discrepancy between northernmost portion of our region and the southernmost tomorrow as that front pushes through. Once we get to about 11 o'clock, that's when we start to see, again, some of that precipitation start to impact the region. Tomorrow morning's lows, you see it right here, as chilly as 24 Langdon. Already we're starting to see that colder air move into Langdon even tomorrow morning. 49 Sisseton, 44 Wahpeton, 40 in Jamestown, 43 Detroit Lakes. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, we're going to walk around the region, find your spot here, and you'll see what that temperature is at 3 o'clock. Langdon, 30, Cavalier, 35, Can-Do, 37. So again, unfortunately, not every single location going to get in on the warm air tomorrow. Most will, at least at some point. Areas like Findlay, Cooperstown, you're going to see our temperatures warm up nicely through about midday, 1 o'clock before that cold air starts to work in. Carrington, 51. We move into northwest Minnesota. And again, a little warmer, that cold air moving from northwest to southeast. So we've got 68 Bagley, 70 in Mahnomen. Same time, 3 o'clock tomorrow. So Warren, 51, Red Lake Falls, 61, Mahnomen, 70, giving you a good idea of where that front is located and the timing of when that front moves through. Again, Fargo, I think we squeeze out a 73 between 2 and 3 o'clock. You got the warmest area. Of course, you can see the areas here shaded in orange. That indicates where we have that warmest air. 76 Foreman, 78 Sisseton, 79 Wheaton. I do think a couple spots here could max out at the 80-degree mark. First time we'll have seen that all season long. Then we jump into Saturday morning, just quickly moving through here, and what you're going to find is, again, we start to clear out at least somewhat Saturday morning. Friday afternoon, temperature difference between what we have on our Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock, Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Remember, Fargo 73 this time tomorrow. How about 2 days from now? 32. So it's a 41-degree drop at the same time from 3 Thursday to 3 on Friday. You see those wind bars, strong winds out of the north, keeping things chilly. Again, in fact, temperature not budging much at all during the day. You don't see any 70s, you don't see any 60s, you don't see any 50s, you don't see any 40s. It is going to be so much colder out there. Be prepared for that. And again, potential for a little bit of ice in our northern areas. Weekend forecast. First of all, we got that Friday, first alert weather day. Saturday, maybe a couple snowflakes early. Generally, that would be before daybreak. Then we're going to see partly cloudy. Eventually, I think mostly sunny skies by later in the day. And just not going to warm up a lot. Strong winds, 37 degrees the high. We'll see improvement on Sunday, mostly sunny, 48. It's not going to be as windy on Sunday either. In fact, compared to Friday and Saturday, relatively calm, so good news there. And as we look at our forecast over the next 11 days, the reality is most days are going to be nice. It's just that this Friday and Saturday, very much impacted by that cold front. But look at this recovery. We mentioned 48 Sunday, 64 on Monday. It'll be windy. Winds out of the south driving those numbers up. 65 on Tuesday, 67 on Wednesday. Each of those days featuring a lot of sunshine. Cooling things back down. Shower chances Thursday into next Friday, 58, 52. Then we settle in the low 50s for next week. And so a little bit of everything here. We've got highs in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even a 70 tomorrow. So really covering the gamut. But by and large, we've got nice weather. Thursday is going to be great tomorrow, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And even as we get toward later next week, we'll see some scattered showers, and we're not expecting a wet system to move in next weekend. Highs in the low 50s, but that comes with sunshine as well. So again, good looking forecast. Dry next week. You're going to see a lot of sunshine. Watching out for Friday. Morning commute. Northern areas in particular, really starting about 3, 4 in the morning, all the way through about 8, 9, 10 in the morning. Watch out for that wintry mix, for those slick roads, the potential for that very strong winds, much colder air. We go from t-shirt and shorts to a heavy jacket by the time we get to our Friday morning, just to break that wind and that much colder air that'll be in place. Be prepared for that, whether it's the bus stop, whether it's heading to work. Give yourself a little extra time. It is Friday, so we get past the day. We've got the weekend to look forward to. Maybe not the nicest weather weekend, but it'll still be good. The weekend is always good, right? So we'll enjoy that. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Hope you get the opportunity, if you haven't been outside, you've been stuck in work, I hope you get the opportunity to head outdoors, enjoy some of the sunshine, enjoy some of these warm temperatures. Just a reminder, this weather update has been brought to you by 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2020.